Good evening, everyone. Hello. Okay, let me just fix something real quick still. Yep. Good, real life. Glad to have you all here. Today is going to be special. Today is going to be the tournament day, the last qualifier here of the PYS, or last qualifier before the top 8 tournament actually. And for some teams it will be all or nothing. Especially on the first games already, it is going to be so important for some teams here. And to show you what I'm talking about, I can just have another look at the groups here. So we are going to follow group 2. Well, let's just start here with the ranking. Turn off the score for now. And maybe reset both of them already. Okay, so this is where we are starting here. This is the current top 8 with APA, Rejects, Aqua, and Quali all being through already to the top 8. They cannot drop out anymore. But on the lower half here we have TQT, Ikra, Raid, EG still, which are struggling a bit more because they are having a bit of a point difference here. And they can still be overtaken by AKTS or FaZe. Or POC, probably not. But at least those will already be a risk. There is a low chance of also Immo or POC getting into the top 8 still. But mainly it is about AKTS or FaZe here. Because also, if we are then having a look at the groups, especially we've got to keep in mind that FaZe over here does have a very easy group. Everyone on this group here is ranked beneath them on the leaderboard. So they are not too unlikely to win this. They have to win against Veil mainly. That's the main thing for them. They have to win against Veil and then they are basically in the top 8. And it only depends then on the other results. Over here, group 2 is what we are following. TQT and Raid. The losing team will be out of the top 8 if FaZe does not manage to get to the grand finals there. If FaZe does not win against Veil, if FaZe wins against Veil, then TQT and Raid, the losing team of this match, will be out. And that's also what we are going to follow on the very first match already. I know we're following group 2. Let's really hope that it is actually TQT versus Raid here on the first game, because it is all about this one. And they both have to get to the 3rd place here, so they have to win this one over there in order to get into the top 8 still. If FaZe gets the 1st place. Otherwise, if FaZe does not win against Veil, then it is not too important here anymore. Also very interesting here on group 1, EG versus AKTS. This AKTS is currently 9th and EG 8th on the cups. If AKTS wins, then yeah, it is going to be very close here, because EG and AKTS might be even if EG is placing 2nd here on the grand finals against Quali and AKTS is placing 3rd. Then EG will be in the top 8. If AKTS gets into the finals, they have to be 1st, or EG has to be on the 4th place. Otherwise, it is still EG on the top 8. So for AKTS, there's a small chance of getting through to the top 8 at this point. Let's have a quick look at the time. Okay. Let's switch over again to the game. Because the tournament room invite should be coming. I don't have one yet. No? Huh? Where's my tournament room invite? What the hell? Please? Can I get one? Oh, when are the matches going to start? I thought it was exactly 8 PM. Let's have another look then. Just going to check real quick when the tournament games are starting. No game is restarting. Uh-oh. Ah, I got the invite. Ready. Oh my gosh. That was 2 seconds. 2 seconds before the game was starting. I got the invite. Here we are. TQT versus Raid on our very first match. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's turn down the music. Get started here. Oh my goodness me. What a start. 1 second. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene also. Alright. Okay, we got a Raid going aggressively into the ruins here. Already in crossfire. Look at Blue. Losing 1.7k hit points. Getting tracked there. The reactive armor not really saving him. And he is still very, very stuck there. Maybe on this shot, reactive armor really helped him to survive one more. Classical shut down for another shot. But also Nietzsche here. In a lot of trouble now. Down to 1 shot already. And there he goes. Gun advantage to TQT, but also TQT lost the first one here with their 1-1B getting killed. But TQT still having good positions, running into that Streetswagen here, but the TVP is still on the reload, but soon the TVPs do have their clip, and they are going to clip Alu. They are putting in their shots here. Streetswagen is out of the fight. That's a big gun advantage already to TQT, but the TVP is on a reload once more. Will have to survive. Timo putting a shot into Classical, who's pushing into Messi right now, getting taken out here. TQT not having won this just yet. They're having less hit points actually, but the TVPs can just drastically change this in short amount of time already. And there goes another Raid guy here. Absolute gun advantage to TQT right now. Only 2 tanks on Raid side remaining here on the field. Only S1K and Naro on their very heavy Russian heavy tanks here, who are being circled by all the mediums. And that's a good first win, a very quick win for the TQT team. Oh my gosh, my heart when I noticed, most important match, and I did not get the room invite. Alright, we got it. All good. Right move of the 1-1Bs here really not working out for them, despite TQT also losing at 1-1B with only, 0 damage here on this game. But still, that heavy shootout by TQT was just quite amazing. Look at the lineup, by the way. They had double TVP, they had double T100, no, double T100 LT, double 1-1B and a Streetswagen. So almost full medium lineup here. That was the very first win to TQT. Oh, let's turn the camera a little bit. That's better. You don't have to see my kitchen behind. Okay, so first win to TQT. Also, I quickly want to do something real quick. Yeah, I'm ready. Just double checking, yeah. Where is it? Where is it? That's all I wanted. I still wanted to quickly put it onto the German Discord server. Okay. Because there might be... Mic on, please. Microphone should be turned on. What?
Let's get this show on the road.
Microphone should be turned on. You should be able to hear that. Hear me. Okay, let's go for the second one on Vineyards again. And we're seeing Raid also playing with a double TVP right now. While also having some 60TP Streetswagen, E5, AM Max M4. So quite heavy. TQT also sending a 1-1B into the ruins, this time a little bit more passive than Raid went for it. He is not taking too many shots, but now he is getting crossfired by the 60TP, still spotted right now. Now he's unspotted and can potentially run away. Maybe he's going to regret that shot on the move as he was trying to run. Got spotted again, but also over there on the other side we've got TQT pushing in, getting the kill of S1K already. First gun out on Raid side. TQT going super aggressively forwards on the B cap here, having Streetswagen played by Timo in focus fire, shooting him down. He's perma-truck, he's not going anywhere anymore. And there's some shots bouncing still, the TVP not getting the kill, but there is the kill now of that Streetswagen. Two guns out on Raid side, TQT again getting super aggressive here, but Messi is about to take out 1-1B over there. So it is not the greatest gun advantage anymore. Also, TQT is down on hit points, actually. So they might still struggle quite a bit here if they don't find any isolated targets. Also, they're having Destined Liberty as a one-shot in the back here, who is not having the most armor and can be killed quite easily if Raid is able to find that kill. The TVPs just need to roll in here on Raid's side and need to find some isolated target to clip out then. But currently it is Classical here, clipping out Alufolie. Yet he's also taking 700 damage in return. Nope, Alufolie going down. Classical still alive. Able to reload in safety. There goes Destined Liberty in the back here, getting killed by Nietzsche from the side. He has one more shot and is on a long reload again. Hit points now in favor of TQT, actually. They turned this around. But you know, the TVPs can just quickly turn around the hit point pool in a short amount of time. Messi going for 97, having or bouncing the first shot, getting killed here from behind. And that looks like it is a second win for the TQT team. Nietzsche still getting a kill here, but he is the last one. On the long reload once more as Classical is pushing in. Getting a nice track shot in, another track shot, and there goes Nietzsche. Alright. Game number 2 goes to TQT as well. They are going for some aggressive strats here. Lots of mediums on the field for them as well. This time they had double TVP, 1-1-1B, double T95 E6, Super Conqueror Concept 1B. Lots of good gun depression, hull down tanks. E6 is a rather rare sight in the tournament right now. It is mostly only the Streetswagen, although personally I prefer the E6 for random games, for tournaments. The extra hit points of Streetswagen certainly make sense. But the Streetswagen is quite a vulnerable tank with the one repair kit only and weak modules. So E6 now also making a good appearance here on this game, despite them not really getting to farm too much damage. They were clearly also working out here. And that was our wrong scene. Our second game, it is a best of 5. And just to mention it again, the losing team of this game here will really struggle to get into the top 8 still, because it will be all about FaZe on the group 5, which do have a really rather easy group. They are not playing the first game, they're playing the second game only then, and playing against Vale. And if they win against Vale, then FaZe will be in the top 8, and the losing team of this one, TQT versus Raid, will be out. So, really important here. And we are seeing the third match about to start. This time on Naval Frontiers. And I notice Discord messed up the notifications. Okay. We are seeing Raid moving towards the high ground here, towards the hill. Sheridan getting in the spot of Messi only so far, not connecting his shot. TQT very focused on the middle ground here. They don't want to overextend anywhere. S1K is responsible for decapping base A, as 97th here is running straight into the B cap. Naro might dare to peek, but he is surely getting spotted and getting shot from behind then. It would not be healthy for Naro. Is he still going to do for it? He is going for it. Not getting shot in though. Not over peeking, not getting punished for that. 97 already getting a bit more aggressive here. S1K still right in front of him. Also S1K got spotted by the 1-1B over here. And there comes a push onto S1K already. 1-1B and Sheridan are going for it. Not connecting the shots though. So far S1K is still relatively safe, and the team of Raid is already relocating, getting back to push out these 1-1Bs. But they are having some speed still and can run away, unless if they are getting perma-tracked. This 1-1B might be trapped here. Does not have any repair kits anymore. Is down to a one shot. Hiding still, getting crossfired here. Kill for Raid. Gun advantage to Raid, while also TQT is counter pushing on the C side. They are still having double caps here. And they are pushing onto the third cap. But the IS-4 played by Blue is going to hold up quite a few shots here with this amount of hit points still. And the armor, also Arena low on hit points now. TQT not in the best position anymore. B is getting stopped by Raid. Baby Potato on the 1-1B still on A. Sitting in a good spot. Not being able to get pushed too soon here. But now the Streetwagen is also moving in from the other side. And the 1-1B definitely has to run away and give up the A cap. He is likely to die here for this move, because he cannot really run away. Naro on the other side, S1K, Timo and Nietzsche all can crossfire at 1-1B. While TQT is currently only possessing that C cap, and Irina low on hit points, getting pushed by Alufolia. Irina a potential one shot, 600 hit points only. Alu getting that kill now. Little raid there, thanks for the raid. Nietzsche down to one shot. And Destin Liberty does have the kill, but Raid does have a lot more hit points, have all the caps right now, and a lot more guns on the field. It is not looking like TQT would still have any chances with the only 2 remaining tanks here. So that is a good win for Raid here. TQT just getting a bit too aggressive in the enemy spawn, attempting too much with that push. And Raid reacting really well by counter-pushing immediately and not giving any chance to that TQT team. TQT might be splitting up a little bit too much, and we're not really in position to immediately counter-push base C as Raid went back to spawn. So Raid just having the safer options here. And TQT could have actually just set it out on the caps that they had and then pushed for by C. No, not 3. So there's still chance for Raid again. Especially this 1-1B really got punished for his move. Although he was still able to put out 1k damage. But yeah, that was just a bit too aggressive there. Also Sheridan bouncing the shot off. So 1-2 right now for TQT still. Best of 5. So TQT only needs one more win, but Wright is not out just yet. And again, I want to mention how important this game is for the top 8 tournament than for the professional tournament that we are about to see in a few days. This is the last qualifier. And these two teams are even on points. There is just a very small point difference to the 9th and 10th place only. If the 10th place, which is FaZe, does win their group, then the losing team of this match, TQT versus Raid, will be out of the top 8. Both of these are very strong teams and definitely deserve their place in the top 8. But if FaZe wins, then TQT and Raid are just really going to struggle with this. So again, Naval Frontier here on our potentially last match. This time TQT moving up the bridge in a similar way to Raid on the last game, but not committing towards B or defending that A cap at all. Raid is going to spread out quite a lot here, passively defending A, B and C simultaneously. They're having a lot of spots already. TQT having committed with a lot of tanks here. Their strat was mainly focused on shooting out that C area here with those tanks pushing behind. They were not able to find anyone. Raid being very careful about this. And potentially Arena and the other E5 are already a little bit isolated here, but they're still covered from above. Raid could go for caps or pushes. No, it is actually TQT pushing in on Streetswagen and IS4 here. But they are also getting into some really aggressive area here, where Raid can easily counter push the E5s. So far, it is TQT doing better on shooting out Messi. But will they be able to get some kills here without suffering too much? Because up there are also still some tanks. No, they are getting pushed back here. But here the E5 is getting pushed down and shot down quite a lot. Not surviving too much longer. He is getting killed now on the very next hit by the IS-7 actually. But FE also missed his shot. Over here we've got one shot as well. TQT down on tanks. Also Destined Liberty down to 14 hit points. Now getting killed as well. 2 guns more on the field for Raid. Baby Potato down to 1 shot as well. TQT having overcommitted to this push, it seems. They're still trying to run away, losing some tanks up here again. So they are down to 2 tanks only. And not having any chance anymore. 8k hit point still on Raid side as they're shooting down Performance in the middle. With that IS-4 right behind, getting that kill now. Only leaving that IS-7 on the bridge here. Raid just being so careful and so passive about this game that TQT did not have any chance of really pushing in successfully here. Well played. But Raid counter pushing just at the right time. Very deliberate playstyle here. Good job. And that means we are even on the points now. 2-2. And it will be all or nothing on this next game. Oh my gosh. This is so tense. Okay. So, one more game might decide over so much for these teams. Whether they get a chance to get into the top 4, top 8, first of all, and eventually get a chance to win 20,000. Or 20,000 is the total prize pool, which will be split out over the top 3 places, but still, there is a big prize pool, and if they lose now, any of these teams, and FaZe wins, then they are out. If FaZe does not win, then they still have a chance. If we're honest, both of these teams they might get into the top 4, but they are not too sure to get to the highest places, but they are definitely capable of that. So it will be really important for them, because it is kind of unlucky with the matchmaking that they have here with the seeding on the groups. They are having to meet that early here on the last day. We're switching the maps to Winter Malinovka. Right, playing some AMX M4s, also some 1-to-1B again, some Streetwagen, T100 LT, i7, IS4. On TQT side, we're having double 1-to-1B, T100 LT. And I forgot the others already. Oh, I did not read them yet. We've got triple 6CTP and a Streetwagen also. Hit point advantage from the start on for Raid again, because they are traditionally a lot heavier. TQT just deciding to play some more mobile tanks here. But if that's going to work out for them, that's another question. It worked out very well on the first game. After that, it was not that convincing anymore. Raid might come back here from a great point disadvantage. 6CTP setting themselves up carefully here in the back on a TD position. They don't want to overextend. Only Destined Liberty aggressive for spotting right now. Might get crossfired from the corner though. No, he is safe. Well done. Oh, let's not get up above the fog. So Raid already getting shot down here. Especially on that AMX. Over there he is. But he is safe. So the hit points are even now. Another shot into blue. Also, oh, look at those shots here into blue. Down to 650 hit points. He's out of the fight now. He cannot get aggressive anymore. Also, Narrow getting crossfired here as he's escaping from that C-cap. The 1-to-1B doing their job here. Just putting in that crossfire into those heavies. So now it is TQT with the advantage on the hit points by quite a good margin here. 1k hit points more on the field for TQT, better DPM, better mobility. Only the armor is now still on favor of Riot's team. That's the T100 here getting a bit too aggressive. Getting shot twice before being able to escape. And also, TQT now moving into that B-cap. Brave move here, but Raid is not in position to counter that. They're only having S1K right there, but if he peeks, he might take some big shots. Does put in a good shot into Arena. The TPs in the back do not get any shots in. A point advantage to TQT right now. Raid is struggling here. Oh, pushed back into this corner, having some low hit point tank there as well. And not really able to counter push anymore. If they are going for a move now, they will get spotted. But Arena has to be careful to not lose too many hit points. He is very isolated, or she, and can easily get pushed. S1K bouncing that shot off. But TQT is also trying to make sure that that's not going to happen. They are trying to counter the mediums in the enemy spawn at the risk of getting counter pushed once more. Although there is Narrow still, and also the Streetwagen here falling back now, coming in to help. And Raid is going to counter push those mediums. Or at least they are pressuring them a little bit, because those are a good chance here. And the most vulnerable tanks on TQT side, but they're also having the mobility to easily run away again. Nietzsche getting aggressive here, taking double tap. Baby Potato kind of trapped. Classical putting in a nice shot into Nietzsche, who is down to a one shot. TQT now counter pushing again. Taking out that 1-to-1B. Gun advantage to TQT. Messi potentially still able to run away. It is Timo in focus, who's also down to a one shot right now. getting killed very soon, I guess. There he goes. 2 guns out on right side, 3 guns out, 4 guns out actually. As TQT also pushed into that C area, and it is a point win now for TQT. What a match. Alright, well played. Good job to TQT. And both of these teams played really well. That's got to be said. Gosh, you know, this means it will depend for right on FaZe. If FaZe wins, FaZe is not playing right now. I'm going to show you again. Next match is still going to take a few moments. Oh yeah. Let me just check the time real quick. Where's the time? Yeah, I think it should be like 20 minutes or so before the next match. So we do have some time. So I will show you again where we are. So once more now. And let's already reset the scores here. So this is the current top 8, API, Rejects, Aqua, Crowley. They are absolutely in the top 4 or in the top 8. Because this is the last qualifier for the top 8 tournament. TQT, Ikra, Raid, EG. They might still drop out of the top 8, but Ikpa here, they do have a, I just pronounce Ikra in Russian, Caviar it means. They are having a rather easy group. They are likely not dropping out anymore. At the same time, Raid, TQT, they just faced off against each other. EG is in a separate group. Down here we've got AKTS and FaZe. And if we are checking this one now. So here, yeah. Group 1. Let's quickly zoom out. Show all groups. Let's start with this one first. So our next match is going to be Rejects versus TQT. And TQT still has to, I think they have to get 3rd place if FaZe wins their group. Because FaZe, just to remind you again, currently 10th. If FaZe wins their group, as they are playing against Veil here, if they are getting 1st place, then it will be required for TQT to still rank 3rd in order to stay in the top 8. At least 3rd. And if it is FaZe dropping out here, if FaZe is losing against Veil, then Raid will also still be in the top 8. So there is still a chance for them. That's all about this. Also, you could see 9th place AKTS. They are about to play against EG. Very likely. They're not done yet. Let's maybe refresh. Nope, we don't have the result just yet. Surprisingly, long game there. Or games. But AKTS still has to place. If AKTS gets to 2nd place over here, then EG has to place 4th in order for AKTS to overtake EG and get into the top 8. EG would drop out then. Or if EG places 3rd down here and AKTS wins, then they are also in the top 8. But if EG wins the game against AKTS, then EG is already pretty safe here to stay in the top 8. Unless the FaZe places 1st. That's again the thing about FaZe. FaZe needs to lose here in order for the current top 8, as we're having it here, to stay in this Why here? Also, Ikra needs to place at least third. So it is really all about this here, while the games that we are following today are the games over here. TQT also still has to try their best, and they cannot afford to lose this one and the next one. Depends on phase. But again, rejects Aqua, they are already safely in the top 8. So it is not like the most important match for them anymore. Although knowing these top teams, they are not making it easy for their opponents. Okay, this is what we're having to see today. Yeah, so there's still some interesting stuff to happen. And by the way, guys, if you are watching on YouTube right now, the stream is being restreamed to YouTube and Twitch as well. My main streaming platform is YouTube only, Twitch only at this point. There's a link in the description. I'll just pin it again. No, let's do it real quick. Oh, I messed up. Okay. Yes, I would say I can just play a few games then, before the next ones are starting. It should usually be in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Likely stream, not the stream, the thing here is going to restart again. The game is going to start once more because I minimized it. Happens quite often. Yeah, I think it hung up. So let's reopen. Oh, what a start to this day here. I was really glad to get this game because it was really the absolute most important game of the evening already. Oh, it's not done yet, but it does have a huge impact. In the worst case for Raid, this might have been their defeat here. The game to make sure they are not getting into the top 8 anymore. We will see.
Time to roll out.
Yeah, usually, by the way, I'm a touch player as well. Just not going to switch over for the 2 games now. Okay, that went quite well. Good start. And I'm having enough information to already get aggressive here, maybe? Would be great if we could kill that standard beam. Oh, nice. No! Oh, wait. It was a hit, actually. For a moment I thought it would be a fail. I don't know why. It was quite hard to see whether it was actually grey or orange there. Not bad, not bad. Definitely one shot now. Before just shot, and I should take him out. Okay. Should be a win now. Alright, Jack getting circled. I hope he doesn't have a shot. I want a shot. No! Okay. And yeah, hey everyone who just joined in here. Yeah, we are just a few minutes away from the next game. Glad to have you all here. Although the majority just turned off after the last games again. Wait, do you even hear the music right now? I will have to double check that. Oops. Oh. I did not have it included here. The browser source for music. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bounces. Ah, interesting. Just as the AMX's move. Ooh. Okay. Now let's just go for the safe one. 120. Should be close to min roll. My position is not too healthy. There's 183 behind me, the T-57 as well. I moved actually. Nice. Thank you, RNG, for this one. Oof. I'm kind of trapped, but I think it's fine. Can I actually shoot through there? I can. Never camp here. I don't know. Yeah, we are losing this one over here. This fight is just not really helping me. Maybe I can still shoot if they're pushing in. Otherwise it would be better to kill that RV. Oh, look at those campers. That's standard B. No! Yeah, you are doing a really good job here, guys. You're really helpful. Very good. What does the time say? Yeah, one game will still be possible. Okay, lots of lights, mats here on the field and TDs. Might lead to some weird YOLO stuff. Shouldn't be too bad for me with my tank. Okay, that's 2 over there, 1 on D. So much I know. Three on the left.
One of our trucks is gone. We can't move. We fixed the track. Get going. They're hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Okay. Nah. Not quite. Ah. He can actually hash my turret. If he's lucky. Alright. Should be dead. Bounce. 36 as well, okay. Oh. Let's hide a little bit. He's going back, right? Yeah. Man. I hope that A1 is not running into all my teammates. Okay, nice. So actually, next tournament room invite should be in about 1 minute. Okay. There you are, what? Welcome. Also, I think there were a couple of others also joining in here. Tournament room invite is in. Ah, okay, it will be Aqua versus Nostru. So Amici Del Bosco also followed. Welcome. Also Limo GGG. Welcome, and Panzercopium. Yeah, well, that was at the start. I think no. Panzercopium was the one who raided. Thanks for that again. If you are even still here. Unlikely. But thanks for that, welcome. But yeah, we are streaming with a delay of 3 minutes, so I'm just not able to follow the chat as much as on usual streams. So Nostru now. I honestly do not really know this team. Gotta fix something real quick. I notice. Yeah. There must have been something like an update or so of the software of my mouse. Suddenly I could not use the scroll wheel anymore. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I would have loved to see TQT versus Rejects actually, but okay. We're now getting to see Aqua. I don't think I have seen them on this tournament just yet. Well, maybe I did see them, but I have not seen many games of them yet. And they are definitely also in the top 8 and a strong contestant to winning this. Emilio Flores, I don't know. Welcome. So this is our next match here. Aqua versus Nostru. Aqua, really strong team at the moment. They are basically the old BPS team to large parts that won 4 seasons in a row. With Peter, aka Zerd, and the F. Over here, General, Ghosty. Come, who's it? I don't know. Then Ufpinjash, aka Way to Success, and KB, aka Daniel. Lots of people who love to rename. Okay, on the other side, Nostru side, I cannot tell you too much about them, to be honest. Calypso. Yeah, you don't really see it, but I do recognize one or the other name, just checking DBU. Does not tell too much to me right now. But okay. So I guess this one will be a good warm-up for Aqua to get into the top 8 feelings here. They're playing with the 140 actually instead of the T100 LT. Double T125, double Streetwagen, 1 IS7, 1 Concept 1B. On Nostu's side we're having 1 Streetwagen, Super Conqueror, double IS7, FE215B, T100 and 1 1B as well. Quite a popular tank at the moment, as it is definitely quite strong. And here we go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's see what they are having in mind here. Probably not going to play the most extravagant tactic here with the Aqua team, because they don't have to try too much. 140, spotting here on the little hill, where he is a lot safer than in this position. Sneaky first spot, not getting too much information here, telling the Aqua team that the enemies are all on A. We're having double E5 here in holding positions to secure the map control in the spawn still. C only now being taken. Way to success, getting a bit more aggressive here for the spots, without the rest of the Aqua team doing too much. For now they don't have to. Concept won't be actually able to capture base B, as no one is there to defend that. Nosu did not decide to go for a decapping position over here. Currently a good position for Aqua, and they are rotating back to spawn. Strong arms, strong legs. We're destined to win without problems. Only our victory are all our roles. We will cope with a slight excitement and everything. Thanks for enlightening us, Irob. So Nosu now in position here to relocate and repush the C-cap, which is about to get spotted by the 140 over here. We actually got outspotted by the T100. 140 does have the better view range than the T100, but does have worse camouflage. That's got to be kept in mind. Open charge, relocating, falling back here. While over here we've got the 1 I7 getting quite aggressive, taking a lot of damage already, maybe a bit too early. But the main push is going to be over here. It will be Nosu trying to get the base C and also trying to get base B simultaneously. And they are playing for the caps here, going for a good move open charge in a tricky situation in the middle here. But also T100 is getting very aggressive, maybe a bit too aggressive for him. There comes a good push here. Nosu having that I7 in focus now, getting back that A-cap, or C-cap. B-cap cannot be taken by Landa here, as he is getting crossfire, getting pushed onto by many tanks from lots of different angles here. The Super Conqueror is not going to survive too much longer, has to try to move out there, does not manage to put out the last shot. 2 guns deleted on side on Nosu. They're still having 2 caps against 1, but caps are highly in favor of Aqua, as Way to Success is also dropping into that A cap, securing that definite cap advantage. Nosu would have to get base B and A or a ton of kills, and I don't see them being in position to do so anymore. They are all kind of trapped here on that C cap, trying to push forwards, but not having any hit points to play with anymore. And there goes Dirty Bubble, getting deleted, securing the cap win to Aqua here. And that is game number 1.1 for Aqua. Also going for a good relocation, good push back to the enemy spawn. Yet just struggling to also secure their tank on B. And just winning one side was not enough here, as a push onto two different caps was needed, and Aqua was just very well prepared to counter push the B area and A area quite quickly. Then coordination was slightly lacking with the I7, who was already pushing a bit too early, losing hit points there, but still Nosu did some good repush towards the C cap here. Next game is going to be played on the very same map, but this time Aqua is playing some different tanks. They are switching to a Batshit and a Sheridan. I think the Batshit is likely to just drop into that corner behind A to spot that and get some map control. We've seen that one in the past already. And I do not really expect Aqua to come up with totally new tactics here. Because they don't have to. They don't have to tell the enemies which they are going to meet in the top 8 then what they else have in mind there, what they else could play. So they are mostly playing something that has worked out in the past. They are trying to get some secure wins here, as it is still good for them to win. I think the seeding in the top 8 then also depends on the ranking. But they really don't have to experiment too much at this point here. So again, it is the map of... what is the map name again? Black Goldfield. That should not going for A, actually just spotting behind A in this bush here. Going to see if there's anyone crossing into that corner, but we've already got a couple of spots here. As Nosso is pushing for that C side, Batshit might still have a couple of shots here. Getting a shot into that T100 to also get tagged by Sheridan potentially. Down to half his hit points already. Not having the best start here. So Nosso down on hit points now. But not by big margins, just about 700. Nosso though having that cap advantage on C. As they are falling back. But the light tank being low, while Aqua has the mobility advantage with the Batshit, and Sheridan might really turn out to be a little bit problematic here for them. As the light is the most vulnerable and also one of the most important tanks on the field. Peter getting crossfired a little bit. Potentially... No, he's not perma-spotted by the T100. He's unspotted right now. While Nosu pulled back into some stronger holding positions in their spawn. Getting crossfired there. As the IS-7 got spotted on a relocation. So the positions of Nosu are well known right now. And Aqua is preparing their push onto that C-cap. They are spotted though. T100 is a bit of a problem here. He's low on hit points. Also spotted now. Has to move out of there. Otherwise, it is going to be quite easy for Aqua to push in. He is getting crossfired. Allows the enemies to spot him and is now trapped here in this corner. As Aqua is YOLOing in. We will very soon have the kill. They are also now in C. What is Nosu doing on the other side? They are not counter-pushing A right now. They are falling back towards base C, where they are currently at a big disadvantage. Getting bled down here. But actually, T100 still putting out some shots before getting killed. That's a gun advantage to Aqua. Hit points still very close here. But General is also about to be taken out. XD not allowing him to circle or run away. He is going to get that kill, that's for sure. But also Aqua managed to pick up another kill already. Sheridan pushing in now, trying to help out in this corner. Maybe a bit too aggressive. He the KB E5 over here also down to a one shot. About to get killed by Hennessy. But at the same time, Aqua did a good job here of pushing into the enemy spawn and killing one tank after another. Hit points now highly in favor of Aqua. Also, 2 guns more on the field despite their 2 being one shots. Good job by Landa pushing forwards, getting that kill of F. But there will have to be a lot more to happen here in order for Nos to win this still, because they are in bad positions, not having hit points, not tanks available anymore. Being 2 versus 5 or 4 here right now. Landa trying to push in to help out and kill that Sheridan, but getting farmed by the Batchet from behind here. And Aqua securing that second win. Nosu falling back towards by C, maybe... I don't know, I don't think that was the right call here. Because they got farmed from A and could not really secure that cap. Although it almost could have worked out, but they get trapped in a very small part of the map there. While Aqua was sitting all the way around them and farming them. And that means Aqua just won game number 3. Number 2, sorry. With now potentially on the last game here, because it is a best of 5. Only a total of 3 wins needed. Aqua readying up with some TVP clipping power here. Also some Leopard. Streetswagen in double pack. 1-1B Progetto as well. Almost full medium lineup here, similar to what we've seen by TQT at the start of this stream. At the same time, Nosu is playing with double 62P, double E5, triple E5, Batchet and Streetswagen. We can assume the Batchet to drop into that A cap, although it is definitely going to be a cap advantage to Aqua, because B on the south spawn here on the red side is generally a little bit quicker to take. Progetto unreadied, also going for TVP now. So that will hurt. That's for sure. Any tank getting too aggressive at the start is really going to suffer here. Just a bit of a taste of the next meta there. Because if you did not know, on the next update, all the autoloaders will be reloaded right at the start. So the TVP is really going to be a lot more painful to the enemies when getting to some aggressive positions early on already. Hey Ramiro, nice to see you here. Man, get well soon, I've heard about your accident. All the best. Okay, we've got the Nosu team. Wait, I was actually just thinking about the wrong sides. It's actually Nosu with the cap advantages. They have the B cap here. I was just having the wrong spawns in mind. And Aqua's strategy of getting towards B aggressively for some quick shootout not working out here, as they were not having anything to the front. So they are at a disadvantage for now, but they can still potentially do something. Ghosty in a isolated position here, getting crossfire, getting pushed onto by the Streetswagen. Right in front of him, also the E5 getting to his back, putting out some crossfire. It is likely that Aqua is trying to help out here. The triple TVPs are moving in, but Ghosty is already deleted. Yet the TVP's counter pushing might work out here. No, they are switching the focus fire. Done advantage to the Nosu team right now, but Landa is in a bad position. Getting shot from the front, getting cross-fired from behind here by F. Trying to find some shots, But now finding that E5 to his front, has to back off here. And he is getting pushed. A big shot with an HE here by the 60 TP. XD just putting in 777 into that TVP. He is trapped. The RAM was not enough to finish him off. Third kill for Nostru. Well done. Well done. The game is not just over yet, although they are having a lot more hit points right now. There's the first kill by Ufenjash for the Aqua team. As Aqua is still trying their best to win. They get another kill, or they get killed for another one here. Only 2 tanks left here for Aqua. And even the best players in the world cannot do anything about such a tank advantage against them, I believe. They are having a lot more hit points against them, and it is only General left now on 48 hit points here. Just fighting that 1v1, getting bullied by the Batchet with a ram, but also Batchet tracked himself by that fader shot before being able to finish off General here on that Stridswagen. So Aqua maybe just getting a little bit overconfident with their lineup, not getting any big shootouts here. Also 1-1 B played by Ghosty, getting into some very isolated aggressive position, while Aqua was not able to cover that. I think their main goal was to shoot out the B area, which was absolutely not working out. So Aqua really needed to find some isolated targets to push out and crossfire and make use of their clipping potential. Yet Nostru did a great job of putting themselves into hull down positions and making use of their armor and hit points here. So Aqua decides to get a bit heavier now in the next game, choosing to play double TVP now only at a Vickers light tank, Stridswagen twice, double AMX M4, and that's it for them. Only 7 tanks allowed. Nostru on the other hand having Batchet, double 60TP, 1 FE215B, AMX M4 as well, Stridswagen E5. Nostru definitely having more fans here on the chat than Aqua. Okay, next game also Vineyards, now swapped spawns. Now it is actually Aqua with the faster spawn to get the cap advantage, while Nostru is on the other side having to do something about going for a shootout, maybe getting by C and B, but they cannot push into 1 cap and think it would be enough then. Although it is rarely the case that it is just about taking 1 bite and sitting it out then. Nope. Okay. 1 second. Okay. I'm back. And Aqua is getting aggressive on a B cap, going for a fast shootout, finding the Batchet to the front here. Batchet taking 2, getting tracked, taking 3, taking 4, taking 5, getting deleted here with some crossfire from the side by Ghosty. Well done here. That's the gun advantage in about 40 seconds, barely 30 seconds, by Aqua here. What a huge start to the game. Still no caps for Aqua, but also Nostru is not really able to take any bases. Aqua getting bled out here a little bit, as they are struggling to really keep good positions to put out damage. Hit points being actually in favor of Nostru, but they are at a gun disadvantage and mobility disadvantage. But they are still having some well-armored tanks in good positions. But XD here maybe being a bit too aggressive, being relatively isolated. Aqua has seen that. They are already moving in. Vickers getting aggressive, Stridswagen getting aggressive, and so does the TVP who's coming in here. Still being a little bit careful about his move. XD manages to fall back. And Nosu getting shot down here on the 60p. But they increase? No, they lost their hit point advantage right there. As they also just lost 2 tanks here. In a few seconds only. Trying to push forward, trying to get the TVP out. He is tracked. Maybe getting killed. No, it is General getting killed over here. TVP survives. But it's only 1 kill for the Nostru team. And they're still having a ton of hit points against them. And still have a gun disadvantage right now. Lander here carefully peeking at Ufpinjaj. Not connecting his shot. Getting finished off from behind. And now it is XD in focus, getting killed as well. Hennessy also not surviving much longer, as he is now getting focused down and getting killed by Way to Success and KB. Good job here. Aqua now really dominating again. Not being too experimental on this one. Not so just being shown who is the boss here. And that is already the second win, or the third win for Aqua. Meaning that they are done with this. So we can reset the score again. And I guess we have a bit of time again. Let's have a look. Let's see for the other results. So over here, wait, I'll just make it a bit bigger again. So we can see EG getting into that final here, winning quite decisively against AKTS, which means AKTS will not get into the top 8 anymore. EG is done. They are definitely in the top 8 as well. Over here, we've had Rejects beating TQT, also in a 3-0, meaning that TQT will have to get 3rd place if on group 4, nope. Okay, Vale won against FaZe. So that means that FaZe is not in the top 8 then. And it will be. Raid is still in the top 8 and so is TQT. It was all depending on this match here. If Vale was losing this one against FaZe, which I did not know how their level was, to be honest. I was just seeing them having some relatively equal results before that. So I thought, okay, this might be close. If FaZe get to the 1st place, then yeah. Then FaZe would have kicked out the other teams here. And over here, also API in the finals. We don't have the results just yet. And TQT still has to... Do they have to win? No. No, they don't. I think they are in the top 8 no matter what comes now. So is Raid. Although I did not check for POC and Vale. One second. Oh. Okay. So Raid is likely to be out. And POC will be in the top 8. If POC wins against Vale, I have to check the ranking here again. It's not updated here on the cups because the cups will only be distributed in the end. So yeah, Vale cannot get into the top 8 anymore. But POC can still get there. And we could see here, POC is now playing against Vale. If POC wins this, they are getting into the top 8. Uh-huh. Wait. Wild One's helper is doing some calculations there, which I'm reading right now. Immo now in the top 8. Oh gosh, this is confusing. Let's see the results again. So Immo could be top 8 right now. Let's update again. Show all groups. Yeah, Immo won here, so they are in the finals against APA, which they are unlikely to win, but still. Immo is getting the cups for at least a second place here. Okay. I cannot do all the calculations live now anymore because I did not do the math for every single team. But it looks like Raid might really struggle to get into or stay in the top 8. So it will still be a little bit of a surprise then. Okay. Let's just play some games. I don't know how much time I have. Maybe 10 minutes or so. Ah, no, not again, game crash. Whenever I minimize the game, it is crashed afterwards. Hey, Sticky. Okay. So, what do we have here? We did play this map already. Full medium lineup with the creative teammates also came over here. Not full medium, but lots of mediums. I will immediately get to the left side actually, because it will be so much about killing those mediums. Ah? Nope. Nope.
Viewfinder knocked out. We can hardly see anything.
Okay. He's just YOLOing through. Nice, 3P is already done.
We've hit them hard.
No, yeah, he does want to take another one.
Enemy is hit.
I should not do this, but I want to.
Enemy armor is
And he bounces. Should be reloading right now. Maybe someone else can finish him, so I don't have to take the shots. Ah. Ah, you know what? Let's go for Jack. For FE. Maybe I can just hide here behind the column to not get hashed, or behind the car. My AP is fine. Just did not want to take a hash. Although it did not really matter. But just something that can be helpful occasionally.
We've lost some ammo, but at least it didn't explode. Enemy destroyed.
Okay. Why did he aim so long? Hi, Swifty. Berlin 1995 music? Ah, really? Yeah, let's stick to it. Oh, okay. Wild Ones helper just did the math there. Situation is as following. If Immor wins, then Immor is in top 8, and they are unlikely to win against API, to be honest. If Immor loses, POC will get into the top 8 by winning against Vale. If Immor loses and POC loses, AKTS will get into the top 8 by winning against Reaper or Isra. It is called. If Immor, POC and AKTS lose, or bad one. Oof. No, I should not push in here. Let's stay safe here. On the outer side. Maybe I can push out T62. Not yet, no. Unrock? Ah, just repaired. So if Immor, POC and IKTS lose, Immor gets into the top 8. Oh, what? Good shot.
Enemy armor is damaged.
But T62 should be dead. Nah. Oh, nice max roll. Ah! Nice. Oh man. Hello, Golxima. Salut. No room invites yet. I am not entirely sure. Is it starting in 5 minutes? And the room invite should be coming any second. Man, I want to know when the next game is starting. Why do I not see that anywhere? Just seeing that starting time. Oh, yeah, I can... okay, I know now. 9:40 it will be. Which is in... yeah, room invite in 10 minutes then. Ooh, medium lineup. Do I even go for the heavy side here? Let's still start out here in the middle and see what's coming. Maybe we should go for some first shots and then relocate to the mat side potentially. Oh, they're getting super aggressive there. But I can also have some nice start here. And E50M is already done. He is just overcommitting quite a bit. Just as his bed shot. Okay. We have E4 and Rory potentially camping. Or likely camping. Or... what? Failed HE? Oh dude, these enemies. Let's just push immediately behind at T57. Ah. I don't mind. Although it could have been better to not take the anti-clip. Because now I'm not really able to push forwards anymore. He's raiding. Well, I can take some high down position with some sneaky move. Okay. Good. Planning trip to Tomorrowland. Only on streams. Otherwise, I'm not too much into house. It's quite relaxing for streaming, but usually I'm more into techno. But trying to find some middle ground for streams than into from in between from what I like and what is acceptable for mainstream still. I can sadly not give you the playlist because it is on Epidemic Sound. That's not just Spotify right now. The songs are probably all also on... what am I going to do? Probably all on Spotify as well. I can take another look there. But I'm just listening over this website so that it is all free to use on YouTube and Twitch here, as I'm paying for the service, paying for the licenses to not have any copyright strikes. Okay, looks like the enemies are all on the other side. Maybe there's still some campers in spawn. Am I daring to push forwards? Let's go. Yeah, Avi, you're really clever to go there. All on your own. Oh. Why don't you run away? Oh. Okay, I intend to get into some nice hold down position here. Ah, is he picking again, maybe? Don't really think so. Good job, FV. By the way, just keep that in mind. Whenever you're calling for help, run instead. Team does not have to play for you. You have to play for team. Ah. I'm seeing an option here. It would be better to go for others, but the 60p is quite alone. I would like to do something there. Gotta be careful with the gorilla. Mouse died, okay. Okay, let's just 1v1 this guy on my DPM. That should be rocky. Nice. Bit of help is appreciated. Good. E3 also still quite healthy. Yeah, let's go. We need a techno stream. I don't want to scare off all the viewers. It's just going to run away.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Nah. No. What does the time say? 35, okay. Room invite is in. So Aqua versus Reject. They're on the finals now. I cannot show you the room yet. Because of 3 minutes delay only. They don't have to try hard, to be honest, because they are in the top 8 anyways. On the other hand, it is a good chance for them to just play against another and see what they can do and just see how the enemy is reacting. Although, be sure those teams play against another on trainings quite often. But still, it's just another training for the top 8 now for them. I don't know exactly if there is any reason for them to really try hard still. Let me maybe have another look here. Professional tournament. Seeding in the group is done randomly. Okay, so it does not matter. In the past we've had it that it was strongest versus weakest, also in the top 8. So, yeah. Nope, it does not matter for them to win here. Although it would certainly still be good training. I wonder how they are going to do this. Probably more like standard strategies. Maybe something fun, experimental. We will see. Cannot tell you much yet. Let me quickly get some more water. BP. Hello, Emerson. Привет. Nice to have you here. I don't speak any Russian though. Alright. Aqua versus Rejects about to start here. And I'm hoping for a good show. Let's turn down the music. Get into it. Wrong scene. Here we go. Hahaha. 70 VPs for rejects. Oh yeah. Alright. DVPs heading towards base C, mainly here. Two guys overlooking base B still. Potentially just being a bit careful right there. Nope, they are going forwards. Moving down the road here towards the enemy spawn. But open charge on the T100 will spot them up here. TVP's putting in a few shots, but also getting crossfire heavily already. Bobby taking a beating there. Losing almost all the hit points, but the TVPs are now pushing in. They're still down a lot of hit points. Did not manage to connect too many shots, but open charge here, way to success in a tricky situation. Getting pushed onto by a lot of TVPs, and they are not able to spot him there. He's just trying to spot the enemies moving in. And there comes the push now. TVPs pushing down onto Peter on the IS-4. Heaviest tank out of the fight already, but also look at Scorpion Jago getting deleted on the hill here. And the TVPs are on a long reload again. Mugetsu just emptied the clip, is pushing in, trying to get behind the enemies, trying to get some crossfire. But is also having to run right now, as the remaining TVPs are quite far away. Over here we've got a 1v1 of Coil versus Cotton. And Coil might get the kill shot still in 2 shots. Does get the kill right there. 2v5 right now, 1v5. And it is just one TVP here, putting his gun up. Cannot do anything anymore. Oh dear. Alright. Okay, now I see where this is heading. Rainer, hey. Guten Abend. Good evening, guys. Yep, also Isabel, welcome. Yeah, by the way, if you guys are watching on YouTube right now, just see the pinned message. I'm usually only streaming on Twitch. YouTube is just there for videos, of course, for guides. I've got a lot of stuff in the making still, and also some streams like tournaments and tank-specific streams are being restreamed to both platforms. But the discoverability is not too high on YouTube, so Twitch is just a little bit better for getting all the streams, relaxed late night sessions, and just some fun there. And yeah, we are here now on both platforms today. So if you're on YouTube, check out the link on the pinned message to also have another look at Twitch then. So today we are on the very last qualifier for the Pro Tournament. And as we are just on that very last game now, and both of these teams are already qualified for the top 8, they don't have to do much anymore. So they are just trying to show some good stuff here. Although Aqua is still showing some more serious gameplay here. Rejects just run for a meme strategy of full DVP. and failed with that, so now they're also opting for some safer stuff on Rockfield again. Oops, and we are seeing the same map again, different spawns. Now some punchy heavy power here of 60 piece for both teams. Some Streetswagen E3 also, played by Zert, or Peter. With Pinjaj, way to success, just overlooking that sea area here, staying passively in the bush, just for spotting a little bit, not finding anything there. But the rejects completely unspotted, all on the A side, did not commit towards B at all or C. So they are able to take base A for free right now. With Pinjaj, spotting in the next bush. Going to spot in the next bush over there, not finding anything, and now getting into C as he is relatively safe there. Well, actually just going for crossfiring, not even taking that cap. Aqua still has some good holding positions. Batchet now putting in some shots from the side there. Connecting with a 60p. And another one into that Vickers. As it is now 7 tanks of rejects pushing into Aqua and also finding KB isolated in the front, shooting him down heavily. He's out of the fight already, but also Punisher got killed here on that Streetswagen. So guns even, but rejects still having the gun advantage on this side as the Batchet is on the other side, out of the fight basically. And rejects can go forwards here, but they're losing out on the hit points, getting out traded. And pushing into good positions, having an E3 to their front, which is really hard to penetrate. But still, the E3 is also getting killed now on the next shot, potentially, if Slobin is able to put in that shot, which will be very tricky, into that cupola, as he's also getting blocked by General, who is trying to shield his teammate in the best way possible. Slobin just failing another shot, now about to get shot by that E3 here. Cannot do much about that anymore, and it is only 1 tank remaining over there. Scorpion Jago on his Streetswagen, also set on fire, as the Streetswagen really likes to be. And he is also deleted. I actually forgot to turn on the results here, the score. Never mind, here we go. And that was the second decisive win for Aqua. Best of 7, so only 2 more wins needed for Aqua, while Reject still needs 4 wins. So we are going to switch the maps to Castilla this time. Castilla often a bit more campy, but also not too rarely we are seeing some YOLO pushes here. And Rejects playing with a ton of Streetswagens. Only the light is not ready. Also, 2 IS-7s. That looks like a C push, but it could go anywhere, of course. Although the C push seems more likely. Vickers still not ready. On Aqua's side, we got double 121B, 12100 LT, and the remaining tanks being Streetswagens. Pay to win matter here, definitely. Streetswagens just being the tournament tank at the moment, although that is not the case anymore, that it is really being played 3 or 4 times per team on most maps. Rejects did decide to go for an E6 and a Leo as well. So not necessarily the C push anymore. Although the Leo would be a great tank to push up onto the hill. There we see it quite often. But it might also be an A-sided strat with the Leo going for a climb. If I got the spawns right. No, I didn't. You know, on this side you can climb into the corner there with the Leopard, for example, or T100 LT. But yeah, it is a C-sided strategy, likely with an immediate push by those Streetwagen T7, not T7, T57. No, it is a IS-7, two IS-7s, E6, and they're not pushing through immediately. They are rather going for the hill. And Aqua probably has adjusted to the lineup and is just getting into passive positions with a lot of tanks here. The other Streetwagens here pushing through the middle actually. So they are coming in for the push as well. Rejects has already lost a lot of hit points here. And they're not really having isolated targets to the front. Also the Streetwagens by Aqua over here still having good positions on the high ground on this hill. Being very safe there. And Reject is going to struggle to dig them out. But their push is coming. Yet Scorpion Drago lost so many hit points that he can easily get counter pushed. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? Ah, I did not close the game. Oh man. What was that button? Shortcut for opening Spotify. Oh my gosh. Push is still going on here. Both teams lost a tank already. The F getting farmed here as he's perma-tracked. Does not have any repair kits anymore. Does manage to get into safety for the moment, but is still getting crossfired from behind, getting killed right there. Gun advantage to Rejects. Surprisingly, a successful push here. Now having KB to their front, who's also tracked now and about to get deleted. Not having any chance to run away anymore. While only Peter and Ghosty on their 1-to-1 Bs are still roaming around as they were on that A side. And not really able to support too much with their crossfire, as they were not able to get aggressive with their medium tanks. Actually, Aqua still has more hit points still, but it is 2 versus 5, 2 versus 4 now, killed by Peter here. So many one-shots on the field. I wonder if they know. Yes, they do. Another one-shot out. Coil flanking around, trying to stay unspotted and unnoticed, not going through that C-cap. Now he is spotted, about to put in a big shot. Yep, he does. 427, reactive armor still helping that 1-to-1 B. As he's now pushing in, he can get the kill shot of Coil in about 2 shots, I believe. Bounces off the shot though. But Ghosty will have the kill. Looking good for the 1-to-1 Bs here, 2v2 right now. And both of those guys are AP 1 shots or potential heat 2 shots. Depends on the roads here, depends on the RNG. But the 1-to-1 Bs having that mobility advantage and the hit point advantage can go for some sneaky positions like Peter is here on his 1-to-1 B, climbing up that hill, about to put in some good shot into that Nagibato down there, getting that kill shot. So 2v1 right now. It is 2 mediums winning against 5 tanks here. As Rejects had so many low hit point tanks all stuck in a corner. Good job here by Peter and Ghosty. Well played. Alright. That was surprising to see. Yeah, Rejects really bled a lot of hit points on their push. And just did not have the best positions in the end. Needed to push out the corner again. So that was the first win to... No, it was the third win to Aqua. I-34. Kolxima asking, are there a lot of BPS players in Aqua? Basically the whole team. Cobben is not. was in Ikra before. But all of the others here, you can see it. Let's go for the tournament history. You can see they're all playing in Aqua now. Just Taste is not. Ute is in APA. This is Hidden Leaf. That is Nick Ace. And Foxy is the clan lead of BPRC, who remained in that clan. But all of the others are still are now on Aqua. A little bit different here on this season. There were still some different members. Hi, that's me. So yeah. Basically the BPS team right now that won 4 tournament seasons in a row. Just on the last one, it did not work out anymore. I was not part of it anymore, and I don't know what exactly were the reasons. But surprisingly, they got together again and seem to perform well again. They seem very well coordinated, playing some safer strategies. Interesting first spot here by that T100. Punjaj, of course, here. Always very creative with his first spots. Getting all the spots in. I've never seen this one before. So now he doesn't know about all the positions already. But look at the 1-to-1 beats here by Rejects. Intending to push into this really strong position on this hill, blocking each other a little bit. And now having some good crossfire here. Rejects getting super aggressive once more. All or nothing for them now. These 1-to-1 beats are in OP positions. Able to crossfire Ghosty, who's down there still alive though. There he goes. Gun advantage to Rejects. Despite the 1-to-1 beat losing almost all his hit points. In general also getting deleted here. Punjaj now pushing up the hill together with the Cotton T100 from the other side. Who's helping out here in killing that TVP potentially. But also Mugetsu on his TVP, now reloaded. Going in, will have the kill of Punjaj, but Punjaj dropping down there. Mugetsu staying up on the hill. Not going for the kill, but he is not able to connect his last shot. And does not have the DPM anymore. He is on a long reload for 20 seconds. And he is going to die there. That's for sure. But that's the first kill then. As Rejects kept all other tanks alive so far. Just Mugetsu is about to die. Coil is in a 1v1 against the Concept 1B here. Does take a shot, making him a one-shot. Will have one more shot before getting killed, most likely. Nope, he is actually getting killed before. Try to escape still. Guns even again. Positions in favor of Rejects, but only by a small margin. Because there are actually some very healthy tanks here, the T100s, who are definitely well positioned to turn this one around for Aqua still. As they are on the high ground, having a lot of hit points, being dangerous tanks. Streetswagen going to take out that E5. Nope, not possible. 277 damage only. But now comes Cobben from behind, taking out. And these Streetswagen here, leaving only 2 tanks in this starting position over here. I think probably a bit of a misplay here by that TVP to really go for the 1v1 on top of the hill still, instead of dropping down and getting Punjaj out of the fight. Oh, sneaky. Zlobin escaping unnoticed so far. Trying to get behind the Concept. Might get the spot in. Does not have the return. Now gets the kill though. 2v2. He's points neck and neck. 1-to-1B is in a pretty safe spot here. But is getting pushed onto now. Fails the first shot. which is crucial and gets taken out here by the T100. So that means only Zlobin is the last one alive. And he's trying to be sneaky, trying to run through the river to get Ufpenjash, but he is spotted already and will not have any chance anymore against two mobile tanks. Ufpenjash likely to just take some safe farming position up on the hill here, overlooking the map, while his teammate Common is pushing in. There we go, fourth win for Aqua. Alright, guys and girls, that's it for tonight on the tournament games. Some interesting stuff here. Especially the first games. TQT versus Raid definitely was the highlight of the evening. Super close games, and TQT played some great strategies as well. So they will be in the top 8. Raid is out. Yep, Raid is out of the top 8. Just got the confirmation again. And we are going to have our top 8 now. So Immo is on top 8. Okay. So our top 8 looks like the following here: API, Rejects, Aqua, Quali, TQT, Ikra, EG, and Immo are the top 8 teams for the Pro Tournament that is about to start in a few days only. I think 3-4 days. I will take another look. 1 second. Just don't want to tell you anything that's not correct. In 3 days, the group stage is starting then of the top 8. From May 10th to 14th, it is group stage, and then there will be the top 4 tournament after that. So group stage is basically everyone plays against everyone twice or once. I'm not sure, I think twice in 4 days. And after that, we are having some ranking. The top 4 are then going to play against another and fighting for the big prize pool of the $20,000. So that is May 18th to 20th then. Okay, I think I will still go for some gameplay, but I will do so on Twitch then only, and I will restart the stream so there's not any delay anymore. But just take a short break and go live again. That's the plan, yeah. Let's do it. Also, I'm going to play on iPad then instead of PC. Okay, yeah. Leaderboard is not updated just yet. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll be glad to see you still on a late night session here. If you're still up for some Blitz gameplay, we can also discuss the tournament a little bit still. And otherwise, have a nice evening still, and see you then on the next Tourney stream, or just in a few minutes. Goodbye.